Alright everyone, let's talk about something that's been buzzing in the cycling world, and honestly, it's a bit of a head-scratcher. We're diving into the recent Tirreno-Adriatico stage where Mathieu van der Poel pulled off some seriously unique tactics. I mean, watching it unfold, I couldn't help but think, what is going on here? So, the final stage, right? It's supposed to be a day for sprinters, a big finale. But then, van der Poel decides to just put the hammer down on a climb. And not just a little bit of pace setting, but full-on, blow the doors off the peloton kind of effort. Now, the official line from Mathieu was that the plan was to hurt some sprinters. And look, I get wanting to test your legs, especially with a big race like Milano-Sanremo on the horizon. It's a classic, and you want to be in peak form. But here's where it gets really interesting, and frankly, a little baffling from my perspective. He dropped his own teammate, Jasper Philipsen, who is supposed to be one of the best sprinters in the world. He continued to push the pace, even after his leader was out of contention. Personally, I think this is where the criticism from guys like Chris Horner really hits home. Horner, a former pro himself, went on his YouTube channel and basically called it idiocy. And you can see why he'd say that. What makes this really fascinating is the disconnect between the stated intention and the actual outcome. If the goal was to prepare for Milano-Sanremo, a race that demands incredible power and tactical awareness, then sure, a hard effort makes sense. But doing it in a way that actively sabotages your team's chances for a stage win, that's where it gets murky. In my opinion, it looked less like strategic preparation and more like a rider getting caught up in his own power, treating a team race like a personal training session. What many people don't realize is the immense pressure and expectation on these top riders. They're constantly looking for that edge, that perfect preparation. But sometimes, in that pursuit, they can lose sight of the bigger picture, the team. Horner's point about Philipsen being dropped, and then the team ending up with nothing, really drives this home. If van der Poel had focused on a proper lead-out, Philipsen could have had a shot at victory. Instead, he's out there doing what looks like a solo time trial. This whole situation raises a deeper question for me: where is the line between individual ambition and team responsibility in professional cycling? When you have a rider of van der Poel's caliber, capable of winning almost anything, does that give him carte blanche to ride the race as he sees fit? From my perspective, it's a delicate balance, and in this instance, it seemed to tip a little too far towards the individual. It's a prime example of how even the most talented riders can misjudge a situation, leading to criticism and, ultimately, a missed opportunity for the team. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below.